So have you ever started dreaming big, just thinking about possibilities, what could be? You start problem solving things in your head, and then all of a sudden you go through that shift where all of a sudden now all you can think about is the obstacle and the challenges that are in front of you. And just a few minutes in, you're no longer dreaming big. You've decided that you can't do it. So you give up and you quit. And you live sometimes in that realm of wishing that you could do things and yet believing that you don't have the resources to make it happen. Well, about 10 years ago, a man named Flint McLaughlin, he looked at me and he said, "Kevin, you have to learn to do more with less until you can do more with more." So let me ask you, are you stuck in that place where you only see the problems? Are you at that place where you feel like you don't have enough time or enough talent or enough ability or enough experience to do the things that you're dreaming about? Maybe you're waiting for this windfall of cash. If you just somehow win the lottery, you're going to have enough money to then be able to do what you want. What I want to challenge you on is this: we should never start from a position of lack. So remember Flint's words to me. He said, "Kevin, you have to learn to do more with less until you can do more with more." And I find those same truths in Scripture. In Luke chapter 16, it says, "He who is faithful in a very little will be faithful in much." And then over in Mark chapter 6, where Jesus is feeding the 5,000, how does that story begin? Jesus looks at his disciples and he says to them, "You feed them." They make some excuses. Jesus looks at them again and he says, "Just go and see what you have." And they find that there they have 5 loaves and 2 fish. They present that to Jesus. He blesses it, he breaks it, and it literally multiplies in their hands. So I want us to be a group of scrappy disciples who know how to look around us and see what we have, take that and offer it to God, allow him to bless it and break it and multiply it in our hands. And why is it that we would be satisfied with just feeding one person if we could dream big and we could feed 5,000? But it all begins in this. Those words that were told to me over a decade ago, learning how to do more with less until we can do more with more. God bless.